Hello scientists! I hope you're ready to record your science fair findings. Before you start recording, watch this video to make sure you can be as successful as possible. First of all, let's talk about what it would look like to set yourself up for success. Consider the following things as you're thinking about starting your video. First of all, where is your camera? If you record yourself super close, people aren't going to be able to see your board, they're just going to be able to see your face. If you record yourself super far away, they're also not going to be able to see your board or read what's on it. And sometimes it's hard to hear if you're super far away. So think about, as you're trying to position your phone or your recording device, make sure that you are in the camera as well as your board. Oftentimes something that is waist up with your board next to you is a great position to have so that people can see your board, but they can also see you. So think about where your camera is at as you're recording. Secondly, check the sound on your device. It would be pretty disappointing if your sound was muffled or didn't sound very good and you recorded your whole video. Next, make sure that you dress nicely. The way that you dress is informing your watcher that you're serious about science. If you're wearing a sweatshirt or maybe it looks like you just rolled out of bed, that's not gonna let the judges know that you're taking science seriously. But if you take the time to comb your hair and maybe wear a nicer outfit, that's gonna be really informative for them as they first see you that, wow, this student really spent some time on this science project and they're serious about what they're presenting. Finally, make sure that your recording device is stable. There's nothing worse than watching a video and having the camera moving up and down and all around because the judges are going to get pretty dizzy. So I would suggest either setting your device on something that's stable or having a parent or a guardian hold it very still as you're recording. These are some things to consider as you're getting started recording yourself. So before you get started, think about those things. Once you've considered setting yourself up for success, now I want you to think about the content of your video. The content means what are you going to talk about in your video? The best thing to do to prepare yourself for making a video is to look at the judging forms for your method, either scientific method or engineering design process. Look at those science forms on Schoology. You can even have a parent print those off. Look at what I'm asking the judges to evaluate. If you're doing the scientific method, I have the judges ask, did they present their hypothesis? Did they do research? What did they test? Read through those questions and make sure you're addressing them or talking about them in your video. Making sure that you're having those things will make it easy for the judges to be able to comment, and it'll make sure that you're not missing anything on your video too. So take the time to do that. Next, make sure you prepare before you start recording. Don't just do it cold turkey. Have things written down, know what you want to say, and practice saying what you need to say before you ever press record on your video. Being prepared is going to be very helpful to make sure that you're presenting everything important and not forgetting things. It's also going to be helpful because it's going to make sure that you're only saying what's important to your project as you're presenting. Research shows that the best videos when you're sharing new content is 6 to 8 minutes. Anything that's over 8 minutes loses your audience, which means people don't want to watch a video that's over 8 minutes. Now, that can be adjusted by a couple seconds here or there, but really keep that in mind. If you're making a video that's 15 or 20 minutes long, people aren't going to want to watch that and they're going to lose interest. So by preparing what you're going to say ahead of time, you can make sure that the content is shortened and that you stay in that golden zone of 6 to 8 minutes on your video. Once you've recorded your video, consider using iMovie to help yourself add titles, transitions, or even blend together a variety of your clips. iMovie is a great way to play around with clips and make your video look professional. If you're struggling with time, meaning you're maybe going too long, using iMovie can actually be helpful because you can cut things out and you can easily splice or put together different video clips. That's a great way for you to be able to shorten your video and make sure that it's clear and concise. I am so excited that you are ready to record for the science fair. I know that you will create a video that is wonderful. Before you submit your video, make sure that you run it by some trusted adults or friends. Get their feedback to see what they say. I can't wait to see what you share, but most of all, I'm excited that you've decided to explore science. And whenever you're working hard in exploring science, you are successful. I cannot wait to see your videos. Have fun!